Quest, cat box in her hand, turning little minds into promised lands.
The girl who loved spiders. I hate spiders. That's the first thing you should know about me. My mom and I just moved from New York to Florida. That's the second thing you should know about me. We moved because my mom got a new teaching job at a university here. Before we moved, my best friend Billy told me all kinds of creepy stories about spiders that lived in Florida. My brother knows a guy from there who got bitten by a brown recluse spider, Billy said. This guy was smart about spiders too. He shook out his shoes, he watched his step, his bite healed, but it was the worst. Mommy told me it takes 3 weeks to make a habit. It's only been a week since we moved, but I've already made one. First thing every morning, I shake out my sneakers. Second thing, I put on my sneakers, though I'm still wearing pajamas. Third thing, I always watch my step. Hey, not one, but 3 new habits. I blame them all on Billy. I find Mom in the kitchen, drinking a glass of orange juice. You're awake, Louis? It's the crack of dawn. Too hot. Mom laughs. It's summer. Aren't those winter pajamas? I don't tell her that flannel is better protection from spiders. Over breakfast, Mom discusses her plan for the day. It's the same as yesterday's. Unpack and settle in. Oh, Mom sits up straight in her chair. I found a dead scorpion yesterday. It was in perfect shape. Not a leg missing. Fascinating, really. I saved it in case you wanted to see. No thanks. Great. Venomous spiders and scorpions. Mom shrugs. Okay, so what are you up to? TV. Mom frowns. There's always a trampoline, I mutter. Mom bought the trampoline the day after we arrived. It's as big and bouncy as can be. Something I always wanted that Billy had. I just wish Billy were here now to teach me how to do a flip. Not even 8:30 in the morning, and I'm on the trampoline again. Every jump takes me higher and higher. In midair, I see her, 2 yards over, girl about my age. I keep jumping. The girl kneels before a bush in tall grass where all kinds of biting and stinging things might be. She stays very still. Next jump, I see something in her hands. A pink ball? Jump higher. The girl claps the ball. Poof! A white cloud explodes from between her fingers. I collapse onto the trampoline and scramble down. This I have to see. As I enter her yard, where the grass is taller, I freeze. The ball in the girl's hands is a rolled up sock. A camera dangles from a strap around her neck. She carefully settles the sock on the grass. Then she raises the camera and peers through it. I look where she is looking, at a delicate shape against the bush's leaves, like lace against green velvet. The shape of a gigantic spider web, whitened by whatever the girl clapped from the sock. Yikes! I yell at the side of the web. The girl cries out, surprised, and falls into the web. She springs up, web clinging to her. What's the big idea? She shouts. I was warning you. Guess you don't know about brown recluse spiders. Of course I do. I've been trying to find one. They're shy, like most arachnids. I found rare breeds, even the burrowing wolf spider. Still haven't tracked down a brown recluse. She points at the bush. That was a common orb weaver. I've been watching her for days until she got her web just right, the girl glares. It sure was pretty until you came along. Who are you anyway? Louis, I just moved here. Well, my name is Ashanti. Welcome to the neighborhood. She still sounds mad. I cross my arms over my chest. So, you're on a spider safari? Why? This summer, my goal is to photograph 100 spiders. I've always loved folktales about a Nasai, a true Spider-Man. Spiders are cool. I don't think before I say, no, they aren't. Spiders are disgusting. At that, Ashanti stalks away. That afternoon, Mom drives me to a park. Never mind the heat, she says. There'll be boys your age. There's a decent playground, but a sign reads, beware of snakes. Where there are snakes, there must be spiders. Ashanti would be in heaven. As for me, there are no boys my age. Two little girls sweated out on the slide. Mom wilts on a bench. We drive home. As we turn onto our street, we see Ashanti crouching by a flower pot in her front yard. A woman kneels beside her. To my horror, Mom stops the car and gets out. Mom and Mrs. Smith, Ashanti's mom, hit it off. Mrs. Smith teaches at the university too. Mr. Smith works for the alumni office. Ashanti and I might be in the same 5th grade class. Ashanti just found her first colorful crab spider, Miss Smith says. It's the 50th spider she's photographed for her collection. Mom and Mrs. Smith keep talking. Ashanti photographs her spider. I trace circles in the dirt. Then Miss Smith asks Mom and me over for dinner. Mom agrees. Yippee! Ashanti rolls her eyes. She's not exactly thrilled either. At 6 o'clock, we're standing on the Smiths' front porch. Ashanti opens the door, and soon we sit down to dinner. The Smiths and Mom talk and laugh. Ashanti and I dig into our lasagna. Soon, my plate is empty. So is Ashanti's. She gives me a cautious look. Want to see an acai? She asks quietly, so as not to interrupt the grown-ups. I shrug, I guess. Ashanti smiles a little. Come on! We go into the family room. African artifacts cover 3 of the walls. Masks, instruments, weavings, and paintings. A large bulletin board hangs on the 4th wall. About 50 photographs of spiders are mounted there. I take a deep breath and go over to the board. I've got to admit, some of the spiders look pretty cool. Ashanti points at a painting and says, "That's an Ansai." I move closer to see a powerful-looking spider standing upright, flexing 6 of its 8 legs. The spider has a man's face and 8 eyes. Some legends say that Anansai created the sun, stars, and moon. Nice guy, huh? Ashanti smiles. He could also be tricky and greedy. In one story, he tries to keep all of the wisdom for himself. Suddenly, Miss Smith calls from the kitchen, "Ashanti, quick! You've got to see this!" Ashanti turns and runs from the room with me at her heels. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are peering at a baseboard. Ashanti presses close. "Brown recluse," Miss Smith whispers. Ashanti gasps in excitement. She grabs her camera and adjusts the settings. Mom holds me back, although Miss Smith reassures her that the spider won't hurt you if you don't hurt the spider. Just don't brush up against it. Ashanti knows what to do, Mom, I say. Ashanti glances at me, surprised, and smiles. Then she adjusts the zoom on her camera and snaps the picture. 51! She exclaims. Later, after Mr. Smith has caught the venomous spider on a glue trap, Ashanti tells me that there's an interesting-looking web woven through my trampoline's nest. I spotted it today on one of my safaris, she says, grinning. I want to photograph it. Stop by tomorrow if you want, I say. It'll be early in the morning. That's the best time. I'll probably be awake. Just don't be bouncing, okay? You might wreck it. I don't want to do that, I say. I want to know which spiders live in my yard. Boy, won't Billy be surprised? I'll be able to teach him a thing or two about spiders when he comes to visit. We're so happy you enjoyed this story. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you next time.